Meeting.
Good morning.
I wrote down my president's comments so that I could semi-follow what I said. Welcome to your Regency Oaks resident organization, also called Roro. I have a tendency then to follow it up with row your boat gently down the stream. It's a word association. The Roro board consists of 9 members. Each year, 3 members are up for election. They either have served a 2-year, 3-year term and must go off the board for a year, or they're re-upping for a 2nd term, or they are replacing somebody that is no longer able to serve. So each year, there's 3 new people that show up. Of the 9 members, 7 of them are chairmen of different committees. The president and the secretary do not have committees. The committees are activities, buildings and grounds, dining, finance, health and safety, sales and marketing, technology and communications. If you are interested in any of those committees or have questions, contact the members, the chairman of those committees. They will be speaking later. The committees meet once a month. At our monthly Roro board, we review and discuss what's going on in the various committees. This year, we accomplished many things for the residents. For example, we added several new activities in the community. And Buildings and Ground added suggestions for making the paving of the road a lot more efficient and faster and better done than it was done last year. Today is our annual meeting. We have 4 meetings a year. The rest are called quarterly meetings. There's one in April, one in July, one in November. November is the meeting where we introduce new people that are running for the board. And an election follows that meeting. In 2024, we had some challenges. The blue team still has not completed everything from the fire. Then we had Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton, that caused water damage to many apartments. The blue team is working slowly on these areas that are affected. Your Roro board is concerned about communication regarding a timeline for fixing the apartments. We will be meeting with Lindsay to discuss your concerns and also discuss some dining issues. We represent the residents. But as a reminder, we are an advisory board. LCS is our service provider and Health Peak are our owners. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes as posted in the glass case.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. At this time, I'd like to swear in the new members of the board for the year 2025. And right now, I'm going to have Barry Kubler, who is the Episcopalian priest, give us the words of wisdom, and he's limited.
I don't know about the words of wisdom, but well, the first mistake Margaret has made today is providing a minister with a microphone. We do like to talk a little bit. Anybody ever heard a long sermon? Okay, that's about as long as it gets, I hope. The first thing I want to do is I want to mention to the new board members, Andrea and Chris and Lou and Mary, that in the guidelines for the organization, there are a lot of duties and responsibilities that they need to read if they haven't already done that. Yeah, it's called bylaws, but they have a big job. And I want to take this opportunity personally to say to the board, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. It's not easy to get people to sit up here and do this. And as you can see, there's roughly 400 people who live here. I don't think there's 400 people sitting here right now. So either they don't care or they're happy. I'm not gonna say they're unhappy. They gotta be happy if they're not here, right?
Yeah.
So thank you to the board for all that they do. And anyway, I want to also say to the board, they may not know this, but when you were asked to serve on the board, or if you volunteered to do that, you probably heard that there was an annual retreat to Barbados, because they call this a cruise ship. You all heard that one before, like living on a cruise ship? There is no such thing, so I'm sorry about that. The second myth I want to just do away with is the fact that you do not have an unlimited open tab in the gastropub for drinks. So forget that one. That was a lie too. Anyway, they're gonna take an oath that says they're gonna support you. They're gonna do all the things that the bylaws invite them to do on your behalf, and we need to encourage them. We need to support them in that effort, and I certainly want to do that. Now, before we do these four, which we need to do, I'm reminded of in the church when we do baptisms, we invite them at a certain point to come forward. But we also invite the rest of the congregations to join in a renewal of their own vows, baptismal vows. So I'm going to get the board to stand up. They're going to join these the four that are also going to be coming on the board. They're going to renew theirs as well. So it's time for you all to stand up, if you would. And then repeat after me. And the first thing I'm going to say is I. And immediately following I, you will state your name. And then I'll tell you what to say after that, and you just repeat after me. Everybody got that?
Okay, hand up.
Hands up, right hand. You got a right hand? There you go. Repeat after me. I.
Margaret Judy Studebaker.
Did you hear all those names?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do solemnly affirm
Do solemnly affirm
that I will faithfully discharge my duties
that I will faithfully discharge my duties
as a board member of the Regency Oaks Residents Organization.
as a board member of the Regency Oaks Residents Organization.
That was a mouthful. Good for you. And to the best of my ability,
And to the best of my ability,
act with integrity,
act with integrity,
due diligence,
diligence,
and always in the best interest of the organization.
and always in the best interest of the organization.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And thank you for your service.
Very good. It was short and sweet.
That was a very short sermon.
I do want to welcome Mary as a new member, and Andrea, and Lou, and thank you to Chris for filling in Bobby Belcher's position, and she had to resign due to health reasons. At this time, I'd like to present a special award that we do every January, and that is the Wise Logo Award. I will let Lou take the honors.
Seems hard to believe that this is the 11th time that we've made this award. Time seems to fly. This year there were 7 nominees, and if they're here, I'd like them to stand up. Bobby Boucher, Ron Carter, Tina Donahue, Mary Ann Gardner, Andrea Hagner, Rosa Heckman, and Anita Pierce. Let's give them a big hand. The award was established 11 years ago, 12 years ago, for sustained exemplary contributions to the quality of life of Regency Oaks residents. It was given in the name of myself and my late wife, mostly to my late wife, for being involved in the community. And I think if you look over the names of the people nominated, you will agree that all of them have been greatly involved. But we only have one winner, and this year's winner, I think you will find to be very deserving of the award. She serves on the Roro Board. She's chairperson of the Activities Committee. She's written 3 theater plays in which produced revenue for the Scholarship Fund and the Employee Gift Fund. She leads 2 writing groups encouraging residents to save their memories in their writing. She leads a great decision course. She's active in theater class and Soliniers, and she's involved with her daughter in a weekly trivia game. I guess you know who we're talking about. Madam President, I'd like you to present this award. Award to Andrea Hagner.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I want to present this award that you very much deserve. Well, thank you. That's right.
Okay,
Okay.
I think I got enough. You can go to film.
As you know, there's a plaque that hangs auspiciously in the pub bearing the names of the winners, and her name is engraved on that plaque and will be hung in the pub after the meeting. Thank you.
Along with the plaque is a picture. Andrea, if you'll stay afterwards, I'll take a picture. Okay, at this time, I'd like to do the committee reports of the different committees, and I'll just start at the end and work my way down. Candy, you got
I got it, okay, thank you. I would like to acknowledge.
Stand up.
Got it. Stand up.
She needs to stand
Okay,
up.
got that.
She's-
No, got it, okay. Stand up. I would like to acknowledge the committee members who work very hard on this committee. I am Candy Muller, chairman of the dining committee, and my members are Margaret Hendry, Judy Studebaker, Edie James, Tammy Maurice, Pam DiMarino, Bobby Belcher, Pat Geisheimer, Dora Bellport, Gail Logan, Charlie Davis, and they're a wonderful committee. Ricky Bacher is our executive director. Dustin Windsor is assistant executive director. And Chef Tony Hang is our, not really new anymore, but he's our executive chef. This year, the committee worked closely with the directors, the chef, and the staff of the food and beverage department to assist in bringing about the following. Approximately 145,000 meals were prepared and served using the freshest and best quality food available. That's a lot of meals. A new chef, Chef Tony, and a sous chef, Chef Pham, were hired. Nick Garcia has also been hired as our new pub supervisor. Chef Tony has made many positive changes to the dining room menu as well as the pub menu, and those changes are still going on. And there also have been many changes made to our left side menu also. Our full country club brunch menu continues to be held on Sundays. We continue with themed dinners in the dining room. Some examples this past year have been senior prom, pajama party, football night, Christmas sweaters, and others. The food, it's a busy group. The food and beverage staff has also been busy with special dinners, including New Year's Eve, Italian dinner, wine pairing, gourmet dinner, Bellarone pizza, birthday dinners, Passover dinner, breezeway dinners, chillin' and grillin' and pop-ups, wine club, beer club, and chef's dinners, and other special events at the Brick and Vine, which is really special. And we continue to work to better our takeout system and our reservation system. Thank you.
I'm Andrea Hagner, as you probably just heard, and I'm chairman of the Activities Committee. My committee consists of Mary Ellen Bader, Beth Beaumont, Judy Collins, Chris Doherty, Betty Egret, Mary Ellen Gardner, Susan Mulholland, and Kara Rasinger. Ginger Horton is our director, and Samantha Sear is her assistant. The Activities Committee met on January 3rd to discuss the new year. We effectively made resolutions for ourselves. We agree that there is a need to educate many residents on the technology they already have. We want to do an even better job of presenting programs that stimulate our minds and teach us something. We don't want to forget the spiritual needs of residents, and we discuss many ways to foster a sense of community. We would like to initiate something focusing on nutrition and healthy living. Visual arts education is another area we would like to see improved. Some suggestions are made for ways to reach out to our neighbors who have become isolated. Ginger and Samantha do a great job with social life here, and they provide wonderful entertainment. The committee tries to enhance not only their fine work, but that of the dining and fitness and all the outside instructors who keep life interesting at Regency Oaks. If you have any ideas or wish to join us, talk to any committee member or myself. Thank you.
This one.
Okay, I'm Chris Swanson. I'm chair of the Building and Grounds Committee. And I'm going to read a list of names that are on the committee. I want to remind everyone that these names, you can contact them with any concerns or questions or suggestions of what we may or may not try to do. And besides all the board members here, you can contact them. So these names that you can talk to is Gene Beagles, Ken Cass, Steve Evans, Ed Hawks, Gloria Colbert, Ken Colbert, Tony Quattromani, Mike Stump, and Lou Weisslogel. Our staff is Darwin Perez and Evan Poole. This year there will be ongoing projects that we'll be monitoring. The new sprinkler system and its effectiveness is one of the things we need to review. The progress of the 2 Blue Team contracts. It was mentioned about the fire restoration. When is it going to be done? It's been over 2.5 years, to give you an idea. I guess we have to be patient. The other one is the recent hurricane damage. I think we'd like to get more information because people have asked me how bad is the problem. It's not good. I mean, we estimated 150 apartments have some sort of water leakage. And then there's several common areas that also have the same problem, including the north dining room. So we probably just need to share the information. It is a monumental task to get that much work done in a short time, using the fire restoration as an example. Also, the pendant replacement program. I have no idea where that is right now. And later this year, the 3rd phase of the road replacement. We did a good job in the 2nd, but it's going to be more difficult with the 3rd and 4th phases because we have the health center and the delivery portions of that work, which is going to be some interesting coordination. And we may have more to monitor when the capital expense budget is finalized. It hasn't been yet. And we meet the 4th Thursday of the month at 10 a.m. in the North Private Dining Room, which is interesting because November and December, the 4th Thursday is Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that may be revised a little bit as we get near the end of the year. Okay, thank you.
I'm Judy Studebaker, and I chair the Sales and Marketing Committee. Members of the committee are John Bergman, Bill DiMarino, Eleanor Finn, Chris Jennix, Cheryl Hewlett, Chet James, Carolyn Montgomery, Ann Siraj, I chair, and Erin Clem is the Manager of Sales and Marketing. The accomplishments over the last year: during the fourth quarter, they had 15 sales on a budget of 14. For the year, they had 61 sales on a budget of 56. Various events for prospects will be held each month, and IL, independent living occupancy, is now 90.1%. We will continue to meet monthly and discuss future events with Erin.
I'm Lou Weiss. I don't want to talk. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Lou Weiss, Chairman of the Finance Committee. Perhaps I can sum our duties in the line from a famous movie, Show Me the Money. Finance Committee's mission is to monitor the revenues and the expenditures for the operation of Regency Oaks. The committee consists of Bobby Boucher, Marie Bishop, Fred Green, Cheryl Hewlett, Clay Parham, Chris Swanson, C.L. Loma, and Sherry Schitzel is our Director of Finances. What we do is each month we conduct a monthly review of the financial reports. We review the audit of this past year, and we interface with residents and management concerning the monthly service fee, service costs, and we've been invited each year, of course. I hope we'll continue as they plan the budget for the following year. It's important. It doesn't sound like much, but I mentioned this before in meetings. A number of years ago, I sat in a meeting and talked to the folks, and I said, can we see a budget? And a woman turned to me and said, that's none of our business. And now we see everything involved in the operating budget in terms of income and expenditures. And I think that's a long way. And I think that's because we have Roro. And we've become powerful. And I think it's important that Roro remain powerful, and we remain powerful because we need you to support. And I say that because I got a new installation. It's my 15th year, so I know where I speak. And so please, please, please support Roro, and we'll keep working for you. Thank you.
I'm Mary Ellen Gardner, and I'm the chairperson of the Technology and Communication Committee. And my members, Mike Murphy and Val Toshkov, and Sam Sierra is our staff person. We had Eastlake High School Technology Honor Society come to help residents one-on-one, and we had it 4 times this past year, and I'm just communicating, we hope to have them here in February and March. So I hope you all will show up when we put those dates out so they'll know that we want their help. Right now, we still have no committee members who use Apple. We have to depend on Sam back there. And Val has been assisting people to use the portal in the south lobby. And he has set up another time in February 4th at 11:15 after Tuesday talk to help anybody who needs help on getting in the portal or finding their way around the portal. We'll be making a presentation after Tuesday talk about the buttons in the Oaks. I'll be explaining the directory and the calendar. Margaret Henry will be explaining the dining portal, and Joanna Guzik will be covering the Acorn and the other buttons in the Oaks. Samantha is looking into possibilities of other high school tech groups coming here as well. We're looking for other ways that we can be of assistance to residents here. Everybody needs to understand that you have your phone, and it may be an Apple or it may be an Android, but it may be a totally different Android than your neighbor, or a totally different Apple than your neighbor. So it's really hard to have a general session on tablets, phones, laptops, because they're all different versions. So if you have any information that you need, please see me or email me, and I can see if I can find somebody to help you. But we really could use some more people interested in computers, et cetera, to come and join us in the technology committee. And our next meeting is the second Monday in February in the North Building Training Room S100.
Hi, I'm Mary Parham for the Health and Safety Committee. This is my first stint at doing this. And our committee members are Jan Judich, Judy Valerius, Toby Sugar, Karen Lee, Susan Haberback, Millie Diaz, Alice Quattroni, Kelly Clark, Director of HIS, and Christine S. I can't pronounce it, even if I try. And from our committee and the whole board, we would like to thank John Bergman and Bill Marscodini, who is not able to be here today, for their service on the Health and Safety Committee, and it's been greatly appreciated by the residents. The committee is scheduled to have its first meeting with me at 10:30 on January 27th. And at that time, we'll decide on what meeting time best fits our schedule and where we're going to have it. We also will talk about inviting other people to meetings to discuss issues if they would like to. Our primary focus is going to be helping to solve or make recommendations regarding health and safety issues, and then to provide communication and education to our residents. I think lots of times we've got to use different avenues to be able to get information to people, and sometimes it gives to caregivers, which in turn, I hope, would read it or, excuse me, talk to the resident about it. But that's going to be our primary focus. There are several issues that certainly the Safety Committee wants to resolve, like the pendants and the fire, those things, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on that since someone else is already doing it. I would like to recruit 1 or 2 new members to the Health and Safety Committee, and I wanted to let you know about it and just see me. The other thing that really I find interesting is yesterday we had a session from Kelly Clark on wellness, and she's going to start a monthly program that lasts for a half hour where we'll discuss different problems, different issues. Yesterday was interesting. We were talking about vision, and we heard from an individual resident what his experiences were and so forth. So we really want to encourage that. And if you have issues, health-related, that you want to bring to the attention of the residents, things like, vertigo, dizziness, how do I do this, or how do we access people, please see Kelly Clark or myself, and we'll put that on our agenda. So I look forward to this next year. Thank you.
That concludes the program. This time I'd like to open it to questions. Suggestions? I'll let Sam do it.
Not everybody knows what the blue team is and who the blue team is and who they work for. And that would be really nice. Could you explain that?
The blue team is hired by LCS to come in. They are water and fire damage restoration company. And LCS hired them to come fix our stuff, so. No, well, yes, they're doing the fire, finishing the fire and the hurricane, both. They're doing two different things.
Is the replacement of the elevators in the planned budget for this year?
It
perhaps?
was submitted.
And what's the standard? Where's it going with these elevators are getting shot every day worse?
There's lots of things that have to be done.
In a way.
We are not in control.
The blue team, there's 3 contracts with the blue team. The first contract was for the fire damage. Second contract, after they were pretty well along with finishing up that fire damage stuff, was to redo the north public areas as far as our budget went, which, as you know, we are about halfway finished with the building. So that was a separate contract. And now there is a third contract with them for remediation of the hurricane damage. They are still back here because there's stuff on this middle contract, the one in redoing the building, that they did wrong and it has to be corrected. And part of that is where the carpet meets, what a lot of people have complained about, which I agree. It's bad, it's wrong.
Some have stumbled.
They're gonna fix that, and all the places where the red tape is, they're gonna fix it. But since we have more than 150 apartments damaged by the hurricane, that has taken priority over finishing up our work on the carpet and things like that. So please be patient. They are moving slowly toward completion, and then I don't know how long it'll take on the hurricane damage.
One of the things the Roro Board is going to push for is communication with the residents. What's going on? You know, when are you coming to me? Or when aren't you coming to me? Any other questions? Gail?
Do we have any idea, the elevator that's out is the one that has the generator attached to it? Is there one that works now?
Number 1 is the one that has a generator attached.
Thank you.
And it's probably a part coming from China. Like the North knows. Any other questions? I thank you for coming out on a nice chilly day. Mary.
I just have one more question, and it's to everybody that's here.
You have to repeat it into the microphone, Mary.
I forgot where I was, but
Question for everybody having to do.
oh, right. We've got so many great minds around here and so many creative people. I'd like to look at getting ideas to help improve attendance here. Do we need to do something graphic or some kind of follow-up to get more attendance at these meetings? We might have to make it dramatic someplace. That was my only thought or addition.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Mary. We take any ideas?
Margaret, I think you should join the chorus. You did very well and you're cool.
You mean my one note?
Margaret.
Yes.
Jim had a great idea.
Donuts.
Yeah, donuts. Okay. Thank you, Jim.
Sorry.
I thank everybody for coming. The meeting is adjourned.